What's up, everybody? It's your boy OfficerD back into the video. Today we got a topic a lot of people be asking about. I'm just like, all right, let's go ahead and tackle this conversation because this is a conversation I wanted to have before I started too, right? And that's, is a college degree necessary? Do you need a college degree? Like, how much better are you a candidate with a college degree? All right, so let's get into it. All right, here's the thing. This question really depends on, like I say all the time, just depends on what agency you're applying to. Some agencies have a requirement now that you have a degree. Some are like, we're only really considering people with degrees, but it's not mandatory. And then others like, no, we're just still taking people with high school diplomas. We chilling. I mean, that's how it's always been, high school diploma. But I will say the curve is leaning more to people with degrees. In my department, that's basically what it is. Not too many people don't have degrees. I'm one of the ones that don't. So I went to school, and here's my entire plan, almost my whole high school life. I was like, I'm gonna go to school for 2 years, and I'm gonna go ahead and apply. I'm gonna apply to one place. If I don't get it, I'm gonna stay in school. That was my plan. I've never liked school. I was a trouble kid. I ain't want to be there. I went to a 4-year school just so I can have somewhere to stay. That's it. I wanted somewhere to stay for 2 years. I wanted to get out the house. So that's what I did. My second year, I was 20. I applied to the department I'm at now. I applied like that February, whatever. The next day they emailed me back, your application was approved. We're gonna start the process. So I was like, lit. I'm done with school. Terrible decision. I would not suggest anyone do that. Like, I was on the dean's list and everything, and I was just like totally against school at that point. Don't do that. Don't do that. I went through the process, and I mean, they took me. Now, I technically had 2 years, but it wasn't an associate's degree. Like, you go to 4-year school, you go 2 years, you don't get an associate's degree. You just there 2 years. Waste of time. But in my head at the time, I was like, you don't really need a degree to like do this job. You don't need a high school diploma. What was I wrong? Listen, I didn't know that to advance, you had to have a degree, which, I mean, that could be different at other places, but in my department, to get promoted to a supervisor, you got to have at least associate's degree, right? So knowing that, I wish I would have went at least try to get an associate's or just stayed in school the entire time and got it out of the way. That's what I wish I really would have did now. Like, looking back at it, I don't really have regret for doing what I did, but at the same time, I'm like, I should have went and got it out the way. Like, it wasn't that serious. Now, would I suggest you go ahead and get your degree? Yes. Like, you coming out of high school, you got years to go ahead and do whatever before actually starting this job. So I would suggest you go ahead and get at least an associate's degree. At least an associate's degree. Now, I wouldn't really say you're gonna do it for the money, because starting out, you'll make a few $1,000s more. I tell you this, everybody I started with has a bachelor's degree. Me and this one other person, we signed up, we didn't know what none of that benefits and stuff, and we're just like, okay, we won't get that. That sounds like that might be right. Something might be right. I might want that right there. Like, we're just getting out of college. We didn't know what all the benefit stuff means, so we're just picking stuff. We picked everything together, like everything the same. And this person has a 4-year degree. I don't have anything. Now, on paper, that person makes like about $3,000 more than I do for, I don't know. But when you get your check, it's only $50. So you make $50 more than me every check. So the benefits of getting it, I don't think are like really worth it right then. However, in the long run, depending on what type of career you want to have, you want to get promoted to some type of supervisor, or I don't know, some departments don't require a degree for certain things. I would just go ahead and get knocked out the way. Like, my plan is to go back next school year and finish out my last 2 years. That's my plan. Like I said, it would have been way easier just to go ahead and finish when I was there. I mean, that's always the easiest thing, to go ahead and do that. Instead of me working a full-time job working off duty at places, and then trying to do school at the same time. So anyway, is school a requirement? Not at all places. Is it suggested? Yes. Is it starting to be a requirement? Yes. Do I see it being a requirement in the future? Yes, especially the way everything's going right now. I think it definitely be a requirement in the future. Is the person with the degree beside you any better at the job than you are? I doubt it. You went to college doesn't make you any smarter than the person that didn't. And that doesn't mean you're gonna do the job better than the person that didn't go. All right? So keep that in mind. If you in college, stay in there. If you about to go to college, do the full ride. Get your associates, get your bachelors, whatever. If you ain't been, go back. Just go back. Go ahead and make that little extra money. Anyway, talk to y'all later, man. Adios. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe to the video.